Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Some people, unfortunately, they're Muslims, but they're fans of personalities rather than the Quran and Sunnah. Yasir makes it crystal clear that he went to Yale and they gave him shubahats, they gave him doubts about Islam. But his fans are like, no, 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 he knows what he's doing, he knew what he was doing. You can still take from him. Listen.
I was one of the first people that doing a PhD from an Ivy League. Now I have 10 years in Medina. Still don't know anybody who's done something like this. And I'm being honest.
And this guy, some people think they're so intelligent that they don't realize that when they talk, they're condescending. We don't care. You're not that smart, bruv. You're like, he constantly talks about his academia, this, that, the other, and so forth. But you're not that smart because you've got doubts yourself, as you're going on to say. What Trey says. He's always bragging about, oh, I've done this. I'm the first one to do. It means nothing.
You're all tulab al-ilm and have studied Islamic sciences. Wallahi, I'll be honest with you. The shubuhats that I was exposed to at Yale, some of them I still don't have answers for.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because you didn't take the advice of the scholars who taught you at Medina, who are a million times more knowledgeable than you. Because when you were learning Islam at Medina University, they were teaching you as believers who believed in Islam and believe it's the ultimate and one truth. But you had to go to Yale to study Yale because you want this big title of studying at the Kafar universities. And I went to Yale and I went to Cambridge and just so you can brag about it. But you went to Yale and they're teaching you Islam not as the truth, not as the haqq, not as the ultimate truth. They're teaching it just as like some other religion. And they don't believe in it. No wonder you got doubts. Because they're teaching you something, not from the opinion that people that believe in it, and pray 5 times a day, they're teaching you just as a dunya subject. So they're not going to talk about it like it's the truth. And they're going to tell you where they believe it's got mistakes in it as well. They're going to tell you some good things and they're going to tell you where they've got the mistake. And that's why you came out confused. He said, this man is going around, all the world teaching Islam and he's got doubts about Islam himself. Yeah, and he's going to go on to say how much doubts he's got. Watch. He's going to carry on hanging himself with his own rope. And look at the brother and the sister, they're just confused. They're confused what this guy is talking about. They're like, are you trying to lower our man? Watch their reaction. Watch.
The reason why many of our ulama are so scared to go into these fields is because they are not qualified to answer every single shubha. So,
first of all, that's not the reason. You're making it sound like the ulama, like big shaykh and this, that, and the other, who taught you. You're not more knowledgeable than them. They taught you. They taught you not to go into these kafar universities because you will study, yeah, and they will mess you up because they're teaching you Islam from a from a disbeliever's standpoint. And they were right. You got messed up because they said you would have. They said you've admitted that you got doubts from Yale that are still with you to today. So you're walking around teaching everyone about Islam and you got doubts about it yourself.
There's an element of truth. Like you don't throw your son or daughter in the water when they don't know how to swim. When my teachers at Medina found out I'm going to Yale, they expressed their concerns to me.
And they were right because, like you said, you have doubts about it till this day.
You're going to go there, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. Many of them. And of course, I realize this is the way forward for me personally.
No, and you was wrong. And you was wrong because you have doubts up until this day. So you thought you were more knowledgeable than the teachers that taught you, yeah? And then you went there, now you got shubhat that you didn't have before, and now you're screwed up. And now you're dissing Omar ibn al-Khattab, saying he wouldn't understand Akida. You're saying that, that, Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab had the, was it a mindset like ISIS? You're saying that you don't accept the literal explanation of some of the signs of the last day. You're just all over the place.
Alhamdulillah, one or two very forward-minded, very open-minded of my mentors.
See that? The ones that agreed with him, the majority of his teachers told him don't go. But he found some teacher that told him to go. Yeah, and because they agreed with him, they're open-minded. They're open-minded and they're, forward thinking. So that means the ones that didn't want you to go and didn't want you to get mashed up like you are now with your doubts, they were backwards thinking. Because if these ones are open-minded and forward thinking because they agreed with you, and the ones that told you not to, they must be the opposite, ain't it? Because they told you not to. So they must be backwards and closed-minded. Alhamdulillah for how closed-minded it is, called Quran and Sunnah.
They appreciated this. They wanted me to go. Alhamdulillah. But honestly, it was not easy.
Yeah, it wasn't easy, and it mashed you up because, like you said, you still have doubts till to this day.
Because I jumped into the deep end and I did Islamic studies and early Islamic studies. And when you do that type of stuff, your brain really is scrambled completely. And you can...
Your brain is scrambled completely because I know many brothers who graduate from Medina University and going the way to study, strengthened their iman, yeah, and consolidated it and gave them more confidence. It didn't scramble up their mind. Your mind is scrambled up because you learned 10 years in a Muslim university and you studied however long you did in Yale, and the short time that you studied in Yale mashed you up.
Type of talk you just heard me give, I would never have given it in the Medina phase. It's not going to come because what the Western education does is it historicizes.
Listen to this. Listen to this, yeah? He's gonna brag about how good the Western education is compared to the Western Kafari education is compared to the Muslim education, yeah? And he's talking about Islam. You can see this guy when he talks about Western and Kafar University, he sees it so high. And when he speaks about like Medina and stuff, it's like it's kind of like average, not so good.
Contextualizes. It forces you to rethink. You know, Medina, Azhar, Malaysia, Islamabad will build a building for you. When you go to Harvard, Princeton, Yale, they will deconstruct the entire building. Throw it all the way back down. It's going to be all blocks, back to Lego blocks. Then you have to figure out how am I going to reconstruct it myself. They're not even going to do it for you. Right? This is the reality of the Western education.
First of all, you hear what he's saying? That he said it. He said that everything you learn at Medina or Azhar, this, that, and the other stuff, everything you learn from there, they take it and they break it down. Basically, they smash it up. So whatever you learn, your Aqidah, your Manhaj, your Iman, yeah, your Islam, they take it from everything you learn and they smash it back down, right down to the bottoms, to the fundamentals. And they reteach you it. Obviously, not the same way. Yeah? So that's what I'm saying. Yale teach you different to what you learn from the Quran and Sunnah from your Sunni and Salafi teachers, in Medina University, and now you're mashed up because Yale gave you a different software to the Quran and Sunnah, and now you're screwed.
That you are forced to think, and you realize that building I inherited from Azhar or Medina is not a building that Allah revealed.
Hold on. You hear that? You want to hear that? So now what he's saying here is that what he learned in Medina, what he learned at Azhar, whatever, this, that, and the other, when you go to Yale, they break it down and they give you from little Lego blocks. You start off fresh, basically, yeah, and so forth. And he said, then they teach you that what you learned in Medina and Azhar, it wasn't a huck. What you learned, it wasn't a huck. Where did you learn this from? Yale, from Yale University. Yeah, they done a job on you, mate. That's what he said. I'm not twisting his words.
It's a building that is constructed over centuries, and then and so what has happened, and I've seen this myself, practicing Muslims, Azhar graduates, but many practicing Muslims. It's a building that is constructed over Western education.
So,
that you are forced to think, and you realize that that building I inherited from Azhar or Medina is not a building that Allah revealed. It's a building that is constructed over centuries. And so what has happened, and I've seen this myself, many, not Medina or Azhar graduates, but many practicing Muslims have gone into these programs and come out either agnostic or preaching a version of Islam that I find very unpalatable.
yeah, just like you. They come out just like you, mashed up. Because the brother and sister, yeah? I want you, brothers and sisters, yeah, I want you to watch the reaction, yeah? I want you to watch the reaction, yeah, of the brothers and sisters, yeah? I want you to watch the reaction of the brother. I want you to watch the reaction of the brother and sister. I want to play it again from the beginning. Watch the reaction of the brothers and sisters. Watch them.
I still don't know anybody who's done something like this.
The brother and sister, as more he goes to explain about his doubts and his shubahat and stuff, they think, what the hell are you telling us this for? Are you trying to... It sounds like you're trying to lower our iman and mash us up like you. Or you're trying to make it seem like you're intelligent, but you're telling us that you did all this studying, you studied at both Muslim university and Qadhi university, but at the end of it, your conclusion is that you have doubts. And look at their reaction. They're just like thinking, even a sister, I think she asked them at the end, so if you've studied at Medina all this time and you got these doubts, then what about us?
I mean, I'm being honest
Watch the reaction.
with you. You're all tulab al-ilm and have studied Islamic sciences. Wallahi, I'll be honest with you. The shubuhat that I was exposed to at Yale, some of them I still don't have answers. The reason why many of our ulama are so scared to go into these fields is because they are not qualified to answer every single shubha. So there's an element of truth, like you don't throw your son or daughter in the water when they don't know how to swim. When my teachers at Medina found out I'm going to Yale, they expressed their concerns to me. You're going to go there, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. Many of them. And of course, I realized this is the way forward for me personally. Alhamdulillah, one or two very forward-minded, very open-minded of my mentors, they appreciated this. They wanted me to go. Alhamdulillah. But honestly, it was not easy because I jumped into the deep end and I did Islamic studies and early Islamic studies. And when you do that type of stuff, your brain really is scrambled completely. And you can, and the type of talk you just heard me give, I would never have given it in the Medina phase.
But the brother and sister next to him, they don't get what he's saying, why he's teaching it.
Contextualizes. It forces you to rethink. Medina, Azhar, Malaysia, Islamabad will build a building for you. When you go to Harvard, Princeton, Yale, they will deconstruct the entire building, throw it all the way back down. It's going to be all blocks, back to Lego blocks. Then you have to figure out how am I going to reconstruct it myself. They're not even going to do it for you. Right? This is the reality of the Western education, that you are forced to think. And you realize that that building I inherited from Azhar or Medina is not a building that Allah revealed. It's a building that is constructed over centuries.
Oh, so what Medina as I taught you, yeah? I'm not speaking for Azhar, yeah? But I'm speaking for, but the thing is, what they taught you in Medina is not what Allah revealed. So what did you, so they taught you messed up Islam. And the Kafirs at Yale, they taught you the proper Islam. Mashallah, mashallah. Yeah.
And so what has happened, and I've seen this myself, many, not Medina or Azhar graduates, but many practicing Muslims have gone into these programs and come out either agnostic or preaching a version of Islam that I find